Hello, everyone. It's me, it's your girl, Sia Knight. I am the mobile notary mentor. And what I want to share with you today is how I became a remote online notary, or also known as a RON. So I'm in Virginia. So I'm going to show you the steps that I went through in order to get up and running as a remote online notary. And spoiler alert, I'm still kind of finishing up the process. But what I want to do is I want to share with you kind of each step. Hopefully it will save you some time, effort, and energy, because I had to spend a little bit of all of that in order to kind of complete the process. So I'm going to actually share my screen so that I can show you all kind of what's what. Um, I'm going over share. And hopefully, yes, I hope that you can share. Now I'm going to look this way because it's this way on the screen, in fact. So if I'm looking in crazy, that's why. So the first thing that I would suggest everyone do is go to nationalnotary.org. And as you see here, I'm on nationalnotary.org, quite a lot often recently. And you see my state is already here, but you see every state in the union represented. So what I would recommend is you go and you say, you can look, I can see that I've done one of these searches. It says Remote Online Notary, Virginia. That's probably where I started. So go ahead and click on that. Oh, click the magnifying glass to take you where you need to go. And each state, I believe each state has one of these articles, How to Become a Remote Online Notary in Virginia. Now, hopefully, if you've gotten this far, you know that being a remote online notary is not, unfortunately, available in every state. But Virginia, shout out to Virginia, who was actually the first state to have remote online notary services available. So if you read the different articles for your state here in Virginia, you'll see that the first couple of things are pretty straightforward. You have to already be a traditional notary in order to do this. And then it gets a little tricky. I mean, it's terrible that after step one is when it gets tricky, but it does. So that's why I am here. So 2 and 3, they tell you that you need an electronic seal and stamp from an approved notary provider. And then you also need to select the RON technology vendor you want to use to create your electronic signature. So what the hairy heck is all of this mean? Okay, here's what I will tell you. I went to Notarize. In fact, I might have it here. Boom. Notarize. And if you Notarize is one of the first, my understanding is, kind of vendors to get in the remote online notary, or RON. I'm just going to say RON from now on, game. And so I know that Notarize was prevalent in my state, in my Commonwealth. So that's why I chose Notarize. So I went ahead and went there. Go to Solutions, then for Notaries. And that will take you where you need to go. Because if you go to straight Notarize and you try to sign in, they're going to think that you want to notarize a document, and that's not what you want. You want Solutions, and then you want for Notaries. So then if you look here, that tells you, oh, look at all the stuff you can do with Notarize as a notary. You need to build your profile, you need to do all of this stuff, and then you can start working. And then here is where some of you have the brakes on right here, because Notarize only works in these 4 states. You see Florida, Texas, Nevada, and Virginia. So They also tried to maybe come up with some steps on what to do to become a RON, but it gets kind of twisted and confusing. So here's what I'm gonna tell you what to do. If you are in one of these 4 states and you are already a traditional notary, here's what you do. You need to go and get a digital certificate from a company called Trust. I'm going to click here, Trust. Okay. Here is where this is where they tell you this is where the rubber meets the road. This is how you get your digital certificate. This is where you get your stamp and all of that. You have to go through this process. Now, some people ask, well, how much does it cost to be a RON? Here's the first cost that you're going to see: $99 for 2 years. Okay, $99 to become a RON, to get your digital certificate through Trust. Okay, so let's say you've gone and you've gotten your digital certificate through Trust. So now, am I a RON now? Am I good to go? No, you're not. The next thing you're going to do is you need to go and apply for you'll become an electronic notary. And again, this is for Virginia. So I've come to the Secretary of the Commonwealth uh, website, and let's say I want to begin the application online, right? So here's part of what I did wrong in the past. When I first thought, okay, I want to become an e-notary. So I automatically went here. They asked me my notary information. Okay, cool beans. The second thing they ask you is for your certificate. So what I didn't know is that I had to do the other process first, is to get my certificate and then come here to apply for my electronic notary for Virginia. Okay, that's what I want people to know. And then this in Virginia, it costs $45. Let me write that down. $45. So now I'm at $144 to get up and running. So once you get approved with the Commonwealth or the state, and they'll give you email, hey, you've been approved, woohoo, yes, now you can go back to Notarize, and then you finish this process. So really and truly, it's kind of a process on several different prongs. It's a multi-pronged process. And I figured it out, but hopefully this will help you so you can kind of skip some of the steps and some of the frustration when it comes to getting started. So that's where I am now. I am here with Notarize, and I am finishing up the process, which means I am getting the training necessary. They want you to go to, I saw some tapes or some videos of trainings, but they want you to do some kind of interactive training, which I totally get. I totally understand, because you don't want people out here not knowing what they're doing when they get on your platform and they're representing you. So that's where I am. So within probably 36 hours or so, I will be here doing online notarization. So I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what it takes to be a remote online notary. Now, was it a difficult process? Did I have to take an exam? Not here in Virginia. I did not have to. But it took a little bit of patience, and which is fine. And it took also kind of some perspective, kind of remembering and thinking about where I am or where I was in the process. So Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions about becoming a remote online notary at Ron, or if you have any other questions about being a notary, I specialize in doing and teaching about general notary work, please let me know. Put the comment below. Also, stop the presses. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and make sure you like this video if you found anything helpful in this video for you. It helps to expand the reach of the channel. So that's it, everybody. There's nothing else to say. Wish me luck when it comes to kind of finishing up the process. And until next time, guys, bye.